It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll see DJ Moore. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Patriots and the Jets. All that and more coming up next.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got an AFC East matchup between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Yetur Gross-Matos able to record his 5th sack of the season. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson able to connect to Mims. Now we've got a stoppage for an injured player, and that appears to be Garrett Wilson, who is shaken up on the play. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is fielded at the 27. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Love. That pass complete to Moore. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Patriots at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. They find some open field here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Yeah, you're impressed.
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct? But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
On play action. Love to throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hall ought to give up the middle. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hall again on 2nd down. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. This defense for the Pats, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Again, he finds more. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He gets it underneath to Hall. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick here is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Akers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Love from the gun on 3rd down. He's able to find Melton. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, Love. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
On third down, Love. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Love to throw for it on fourth. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They go play action with Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On the draw, it's Hall. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Love now. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw again on second down. Love. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Again, it's Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out. Okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Love, they go play action now. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Love looking to throw it. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Love. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Love. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. On 4th down, Love. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Love. That caught by Tremble. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there at 22.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Second down and goal. Love. His throw caught at about the 5. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from taking the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The offense for the Jets ready to take over.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's a give to Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Hall again on second down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on third down. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Wilson. Over the middle. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You mates all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Hall again on second down.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded just inside the 30. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
New England's offense set to go.
A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Ready? Play action this time with Love. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Derek Barnes from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Off the play fake, Love. He's got his man, Thornton. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. They'll get this down to the 38.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll go down at the 28. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready. Check right. Yellow, 1.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Love.
He's able to find Melton. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
So here's Wilson and the Jets.
Down 10-6, 43 seconds to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Throwing now is Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
This pass out wide to Hall. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs. And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
One last shot for Wilson. Now he steps away, and it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end on that last.